Hi, my name is Moses Bwayo. I'm a filmmaker and journalist. I made the documentary film Bobi Wine, the People's President. It's an honor to moderate this Q&A with Mediha and Hasan. I just saw the film. It's an incredible film. It's a beautiful film. It's such a poignant subject to touch on today in this world that we live in. Yeah, I'll let Hassan and Mediha introduce themselves.
Yes, I'm Hasan Oswald, and I'm the director and producer.
Hi guys, I'm Mediha. I'm cinema photographer, and yeah.
Um, I mean, I must say this is such an incredible film. I didn't expect to see anything like this. The way it's made, and it's very special and different. Not so many times you see films where the characters film themselves. Many times nowadays we see a lot of filmmakers filming themselves, but something like this is pretty new. So I would like to know just more about how you made that decision, Hassan, and how that went for you, Mediha.
Yeah, so first of all, it's such a pleasure to chat. It's This is our first time doing a Q&A with Medea and I, different cities, but we've got all the confidence in the world. Um, I had gone over to Iraq to tell this story of the Yazidis and the genocide that took place in 2014. Medea and her family were unfortunately victims of what happened in 2014 when ISIS swept through the region. They enslaved and killed thousands of Yazidi people. That included Mediha, her three brothers, and her parents. So the film follows the search for her missing family members, as well as I taught her cinematography, and she filmed. When she returned from captivity, she filmed sort of the beginnings of the healing process and what she went through as she herself looked for justice within the Iraqi court systems. I'm not Yazidi, I'm not from the region, and so I was very interested in the power dynamic between filmmaker and character, or filmmaker and participant, because forever it's been heavily in the hand of filmmaker or director, and I was just looking for interesting ways to rebalance that. Um, I decided to give Medea and her brothers uh, the cameras to see what they could come back with. I hoped that it would also instill some semblance of agency within Medea and her siblings who had just gone through the unimaginable. But also, um, I wanted to give the participants power and the tools to tell their own story. I never could have imagined that it would turn into, the incredible end product that we see today of Mediha. She actually filmed half of the movie herself. So what started out as, I thought maybe it would be vignettes or transitions, uh, some creative online content with all their home video footage. She really, really took the reins on this and made it very much her own.
Yeah, and Mediha, how's that experience for you? Was it terrifying?
Um. So when my first time I used the camera, like it was make me shy, and then especially when I met Hassan first time. Uh, I was so shy because I was little. I was 14, 13 years old. Um, so when he started giving me a camera, so I I tried like a lot of time, like um, uh, make video and then go to around camp and then it was great and then I was don't have a friend, especially therapy and then trust friends and the camera was like my friend and then my best friend because I was talk like my feeling
Yeah.
in a camera, and then
Yeah.
because nobody it was listen to me.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to a lonely place. You saw the
Yeah.
part of movie in the camp. I told like I gonna go to do my interview alone. Yeah. Um. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I'm very happy because I shared my story, and then especially my people story, because it was nice, because nobody know about Yazidi people, about genocide, because genocide is still going. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I told myself like you have to do like showing something, doing something for your people. Yeah.
And had you filmed before, or this was your very first time to like hold the
No,
camera?
no, no, I didn't make a video. Just I was making TikTok video, like
Right.
Snapchat video. Yeah, it's my first documentary, and then my first like movie. Like, yeah.
Yeah, those video diaries that you make are incredibly powerful in this film, and they just make it really, strong and we as an audience, I felt very close, you telling us what you were feeling and sharing all that. Um, so how was this dynamic with Hassan? Were you prompting her with questions, like, or was she just, figuring it out?
Yeah, when I first started teaching them, of course, I taught them the basics of cinematography and the basics of framing. But as she said, that she was already using TikTok and Instagram, and it's surprising, but kids that age around the world are very intuitive, and it's not just framing or cinematography. It's the basics of storytelling. So she was a quick, she's amazing. Um, in how quickly she picked this all up. Uh,
Right.
and then I remember we watched a lot of movies. We watched
Yeah.
For Sama, um, because of course that's filmed by the main participant as well. We
Hmm.
watched Born into Brothels. I showed her cinematography and documentaries that inspired me, and then I would
Hmm.
just have her copy them. That frame, the video of her dropping the rock in the water, that was probably from a travel video that I had showed
Hmm.
her. And
Yeah.
then so yeah, I would prompt her and say, go film something in the mountains, or but then it turned into very much her filming everything, and filming everything like
Right.
that butterfly shot, and filming everything beautifully.
Yeah.
Her and her brothers picked up really quickly. And then as far as what she would talk about, that we had just have hundreds of hours of her wandering through those beautiful mountains, those beautiful, as she
Yeah.
says, lonely mountains, to talk by herself. She has had and has this incredible ability to reflect on what happened to her, that is, well beyond um, what I expected, to be honest. And
Yeah.
then we did physical journal work, where we would talk through things such as
Mhm.
feelings around her missing family members, or
Mhm.
what does trauma mean to her, that kind of stuff. And then it just became second nature that she would reflect on these things during her long lonely walks.
Yeah. And forgive me to ask this, Mediha, how are you? How are you now? How are you feeling? How is that? Because,
I'm
yeah.
I'm right now I'm feel tired because I come to school like couple hours ago. So I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. And then I'm now starting school, and then like normal city girl, and then I live in New York now. I go to school, and then I love my teachers. And then the good news about me in the school, I move out up like in high level in my school, and today my teacher, she told me, your writing and then your reading English is being well, it's been great, you doing such a great job in school. And then she told me just keep going, and I'm very happy. And then I take a subway like normal girl like in New York. And then New York is such a busy place because I grown up in a village. That's why it's like sometimes it's too much, but
Yeah.
it's great. It's fun place. Yeah, yeah. And then I work
So
in
you
like
have some friends? Do you have you made some friends at school and
not
outside?
yeah, not yeah. I didn't make friends in school, but for generous, I make a friends in New York. Uh, Especially I have a sister like same my sister, because I don't have a sister. I just have only three brothers. You saw in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Um.
Three,
So
right?
yeah, three. Yeah, three. Younger than me, not older me. Yeah, she living with me now, and then we just speak English with together. She teach me English. She teach me like everything, like school, For example, like she a couple days ago, I was have a homework, and then she helped me to do my homework, and then it was so nice. Like, but just she like read for me, and then I answered the question. She told me, "Wow, you're doing great, Mediha." Yeah, it's nice when you have a friend, and then life is just it's keep going. And then I always say life is going fast in New York, like time is going quickly, I don't know why. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so are you in touch with your brothers, Bazan, Gazwan, and Adnan? Like, how are they doing? How's the situation now in the camp and your family?
um that's great question. Thank you so much for asking me about my brother. And they're good, they're doing well. Thank you so much again. And but Sinjar situation too is bad right now, because the Turkish bombing is still bombing the mountain Sinjar. And then Sinjar, a couple of weeks ago, I saw in the news, five, six boys and a man, they died for bombing, Turkish bombing. It's still the Sinjar situation is bad, but I don't know. We will see what's going on next. Um, yeah, but my brother, they are doing well. 2 days ago, I speak with Barzan and Adnan. They are doing well.
Um, Hassan, how has the film been received? What's the impact globally and yeah.
Yeah, it's so we're just wrapping up a festival run. It's been a very successful festival run, not just with awards, but um, this when you make again, I'm not from the region, I'm not Yazidi, and when you make a film about a people and a place you don't belong to, you better get it right. So I felt that pressure very, very heavily on my shoulders. And during the festival run, we've had hundreds and hundreds of Yazidis, because unfortunately, the diaspora of the Yazidi community, it's there's, for example, we screened in Berlin, and there was hundreds of Yazidis there, because um, the same amount of Yazidis live in Berlin, in Germany, as live in Iraq right now. It's sort of, as Medea says, the genocide is ongoing, and the younger generations, especially, they're leaving Iraq any chance they get. But the bright side of that is that we were able to meet many, many of them on the road with the film, and the response has been just so overwhelming, and the support has been incredible. So that's sort of the best reviews we can get, higher than awards, and all of that, is what does the community think, and they are incredibly supportive. Um, And then yeah, we made our theatrical premiere at Film Forum in New York City, where we got held on for 3 weeks, which was amazing. Then we were back out here in LA for our LA premiere, and now back to the UK for some theatrical stuff. Yeah, it's been a wonderful ride. Today we were nominated for an IDA award, which is
What was the nomination for?
best writing for a feature documentary for the IDA. So it's we've got a lot of momentum. Yeah, it's been just a wonderful ride.
Yeah.
That's why I have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Why?
That's wonderful.
That's why I have a lot of energy today. Really, yeah. And then my school too, it was great. That's why, yeah.
Oh, you're excited about the award, you mean?
Yeah, so excited. Who don't excited, Hasan? If who like my place is gonna be excited like me? Yeah,
yes, it's natural.
Natural.
And have people in camp seen the film, Mediha? Did they? What was their reactions? And
a lot of people see my movie. A lot of people, like not just a lot. Yeah, I don't know, but a
and
lot.
what do they think?
Yeah.
What do they think? People in the camp, yeah.
People, they was telling me, why are you doing like this? The movie doesn't gonna help you, and then you girl, why you doing movie? Why you uh like make a video stuff, and then especially like we was done dancing, for example, and then riding bike, swimming, and then I saw in a movie I can't swim, and
You're not
then
allowed, like you were
yeah,
not allowed to
I was
swim,
not
and yeah.
allowed to swim, and then my brother was swim, but I was don't swim, and then in a movie. But thank God, I'm swim, and then but I don't know how to swim, but I will learn.
She sings.
You're learning.
She has no fear.
Yeah.
She jumps right
Yeah.
in, and then we have to go get her, and
You
then
figure it
she says life is short as she's
Yeah.
floating around on the raft.
Yeah. Yeah, they was telling me like this, and then when they saw my movie, and then like my movie stuff, a lot of people like posting, and then in Instagram, and then in magazine like this stuff, and then now they told me, I signed a message like a lot of girls sent to me. How did you make the movie? We wanna make the movie too. But I told them like, you before you was telling me movie is gonna not helping you like this stuff, but now you say like how did you make a movie? They told me we wanna make a movie. It's made me so happy.
Right. So when you were
Yeah.
filming, they were not sure of what you were doing, and now they appreciate you for what you did.
Yeah,
Right?
so
Okay.
much. Yeah.
Wow. So and just to both of you, like, what do you hope the world to take away from this? Like, what do you hope the audiences, after they see this film, what do you want them to do, or what do you want? What's the takeaway point?
I always say like famous and like this stuff, it's not important. I always say like it's most important my people story, and then more people like know about genocide, Yazidi genocide, because it's still going. I don't know where's my parents now. I don't know where's they body stuff, what is called, Hassan?
The mass graves.
Yeah, we don't know where's my script, like they think where, um and then a lot of people, like not just my father and my mother too, a lot of people like my my community people, and then they are missing babies, girl, women. I wanna like a lot of people support the story because still genocide is going. Yeah, a lot. I feel like a lot of people forgot the Yazidi genocide. That this is not right.
Yeah, I mean, in the film, we see that you, an organization is looking for your mom, your parents, and you're
Yeah,
hoping for their
yeah.
return. Has there been any news on that?
No, we don't know nothing about my mother because the Dr. Namam she died from coronavirus.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
just so the issues that we see at the end of the movie, especially or throughout the movie, but uh, the cards at the end, just the last
Mhm.
updates of the film. Unfortunately, a year and a half later, those not only are then those issues within the UZD community not solved, they are in most cases a lot worse. Yeah, I mean, the as Mediha has said, the genocide is ongoing. So why I made this film and why this project was so important to us was when you watch it and you see all the issues that the Yazidi community is facing, whether that's the as Mediha, there's 2,600 Yazidis in captivity or otherwise missing. As Medea just said, there's mass graves where her parents, or at least her father, um, probably are, that have not been uncovered, and nobody is really looking for these mass graves. So people don't know where the bodies of their loved ones are. The women with children are unable to return. It's so I wanted to shine a light back on a genocide and um, a a people that have been forgotten, and it's 10 years on this past so now it's 10 years plus on
Yeah,
from the genocide, yet all of their issues, if not um, they not only not solved, they are worse than what we just saw, what the viewer will see in the movie. And then of course, from I guess from a broader perspective, um, Medea and her brothers, they are the human cost of conflict. Um,
hmm,
this took place in the northern region of Iraq and bits of Syria and Turkey, but there's a Mediha and an Adnan and a Ghazwan created every day from
hmm,
conflict. Uh, we as a society, we as journalists, we as filmmakers, um, we move on very quickly from
hmm.
and I know it's also an issue because it is with myself of oversaturation and bandwidth. Like, how can we sort of take this all in when the next catastrophe, the next genocide is happening, seemingly the next week?
Right.
So I just wanted to, recognize that while the world moves on, Medea and her brothers, they do not. So this is sort of um, a message in a bottle of what happens to children, especially during conflict. And we didn't make any grand political statements in the film. We didn't talk about the regional disputes between the Turks, the Kurds, the Iraqis. It wasn't that. It was a coming of age story of a girl and her siblings who went through the unimaginable, yet are resiliently standing here today.
Yeah, and after I saw the film, I mean, Mediha, you were like a great pillar within this family. You kind of took on your mother's role to take care of your siblings. Um, and I was just like, wow, um, I mean, just making that decision alone, I cannot imagine. And you were really young. Like, how did you make that decision to just step into that, that position?
it was hard, and then it was so sad because I was little girl. I want to like support too, not big like for the like girl, and then I was need support too, and like support like mother support me, and then uh I don't know. It was sad. It was difficult for me, especially when I was washing them clothes, and then so like I was remember I was 15 years old. I was wash them bath, and then them excuse me them clothes, and then um shower barzan. uh it was so hard, but I told myself, like, you have to do this because nobody's gonna do for your brother like a mother. It was hard, but it was nice too because I was helped them. Yeah.
Mm, wow.
Yeah.
Um, so I was just saying, you know, the way you tell this story, not so many times we see films from the perspective of, or films that are made about conflict, or the stories that we hear from conflict from the perspective of the children or the people who are being really impacted by this conflict. And you do it very beautifully with Mediha. And I wanted to know how you met Mediha. How of all the kids in this camp, you felt that she was the one to collaborate with you on this story.
Yeah, it's I, I knew that if this was going to be a true collaboration between participant and filmmaker, is going to have to take someone really special. Um, it was a big ask, and a lot of mutual trust was gonna, I knew it was gonna be needed. Um, Mediha, I actually met her through her brother Gezwan, who's, he's amazing and deserves his own film. He carries that same charismatic spirit. He kept Annalise Mecca, one of our producers. She was in the camp doing a workshop, a photography workshop, and Gezwan kept trying to get into the workshop, and he kept getting shooed away. So I was like, that's someone I want to meet. And then he brought us back to his camper, and in the corner was little old Mediha, shy as she said, but already funny, already interested in the cameras,
No,
and
I was not funny, Hassan.
she was funny. She was funny. She was um, playful, witty. She was witty, and she, you know, unfortunately, when a lot of these women and girls come back, they are, shadows of themselves, because of course they are after what they went through. And Mediha, she had this incredible spark where I just thought, perhaps here is someone who can carry this collaboration with me. And then we got her first batch of footage back, and we were just absolutely blown away by, again, her ability to reflect. So it wasn't some long drawn out audition process. I just, we captured lightning in a bottle with Mediha. She's one in a million, and this film absolutely does not um, come out without her incredible spirit and resilience, and just her.
Wow. How much footage did you get from her, or how much was captured for the
Yeah, we
project?
probably have, probably like 400 hours of them, leaving the camera rolling and dropping the camera, because they just filmed so much, which, turned out to be, we just wanted to let them be kids. Uh,
Mhm.
and that turned out to be, sometimes they'd leave it rolling during dinner, pointing at the carpet for an hour and a half. Oftentimes they would break it, but that was sort of, we left a lot of that in, the camera dropping out of the tree, them
Yeah.
smudging the camera lens. Yeah, so probably around 400 hours.
Wow. And how did you find all the archive, the her parents' wedding video and all that stuff? Like, how did you get all that?
Yeah, it was actually Mediha helped find a lot of that. Unfortunately, when ISIS came, swept through the region, they destroyed a lot of the Yazidis' um, culture and history, and burned, their uh, the home videos, the photo albums, all of that. And so Medea actually helped locate a lot of those videos. They just remained on cell phones, most of them.
And then
Wow.
especially like when I was doing video stuff in my movie, and uh like my brother, it was not doing video, not doing nothing, and then I was like try help them a lot. so they make video like me too. And then when like I think the years um they they make a video stuff. Yeah, like me. They was not doing nothing. I was doing whole thing like by myself. It was
No,
too,
Gezwan filmed a lot.
yeah,
Gezwan liked filming. Remember, he always
yeah,
used to sing and play. That was him playing soccer, playing football. So
yeah,
Gezwan,
yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah,
interested.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's one did, but I did a lot, Hassan.
you the
Yeah, you're a
cinematographer.
cinematographer.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
am. But it was nice too. I was
yeah.
all the time text to Hassan like every day. Hassan, where is the movie's gonna finish?
Yeah. When's the movie
Where is
going to be
the,
on Netflix? We're like
yeah,
a month into filming. When's the movie going to be Netflix? For 4 years, this is what I woke up to.
yeah, I will always say told him like I was sent to him voice message. Hi, my brother, how are you? When my movie's gonna be in Netflix and then like this stuff. It was like 5 6 years like I was keep like doing like same thing every day. And then he was telling me be patient, be patient, be patient. No.
Final question. So, how did it feel, Mediha, to see yourself on the big screen? So, if you had been asking about when it would be done, how was it when it was finally done? How did you feel?
I thought it's gonna be in YouTube and then it's gonna be a short video and then so when I saw a lot of people see and then my face and then my story it's big like cinema and then big film festival and then it was it made me so surprised and then I remember like when I first time come to New York we was in hotel Hassan, me and you and then Sami, you remember right? And then Sami it's my translator and then I saw my movie first time in a laptop. It was feel so what about like nervous, and then it was feel so good too. Um, but I love it so much. It was great. Yeah, and now look, it's going very well. Like I hope so doing very good too because not because it's my story. I always said because it's my people's story.
Wow. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, both, for talking. It's been incredible speaking to you
Thank
both.
you.
And
Thank
yeah,
you.
I
Thank you
love
so
your
much.
film.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much. Thank you. Yeah.
thank you. And well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you get to see this film. Hassan, is the film distributed anywhere? Where can people see it? Yeah.
So yeah, we have distribution. As I mentioned, we got held over at Film Forum for 3 weeks, and we are in various cities theatrically. And then we have upcoming award screenings. In I'm not sure when this will air, but
I'm
definitely not
gonna
by
take a
tomorrow
picture.
in San Francisco. Hi, Mediha, taking your pictures. So San Francisco, and then we're back to New York on November 25th for a special award screening. And then hopefully one back in LA again, which is where I am now on December 6th. But if you just follow along on the social media, Mediha Film on Instagram or medihafilm.com, that's where you can kind of track all of our screenings and how to get tickets.
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. And yeah, bye.